Hello, everybody. You like to cook, like? There we go. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I always have technical difficulties with these things, but you never know. If you cannot hear me, please let me know. And in the comments here, let's try another one here to see if I can pull myself up and yeah. And see if I can pull up what's going on with me. Yep. So you can hear me. That's great. Good to know. Volume is working. Hey, Nixon. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining me. It's my first, not my first time cooking, but it is my first time cooking on live TV or YouTube, whatever you want to call it. So the reason I'm doing this is because I just moved into this house. I've been here for a couple of weeks. Finally got a refrigerator. Went to Walmart, bought a bunch of groceries. I spent a lot of money on groceries. I can't say that I actually got a lot of groceries. But anyway, you guys know going to the store how much everything costs. Hey, Johnny. So, but tonight we're going to cook a little simple meal. Nothing dramatic. I am not a professional chef, but I like to cook a little bit every once in a while. And tonight we're going to have steak and potatoes. Everybody loves steak and potatoes, right? So let's get to it. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to get the oil started up for the potatoes that I'm going to chop up and kind of fry them a little bit. I'm not going to bake a potato. I don't want to do all that stuff and be up here all night long. Yeah, eggs for $7. So yeah, it's crazy how much, I don't want to divulge how much I spent on groceries today, but just imagine having to buy everything when you have absolutely nothing. So I had to buy spices, I had to buy, basic ingredients, different things to season, just different stuff to stock the house up with things. And of course, beer and stuff like that too, right? So, but anywho, let's get that over here. I got some regular potatoes. I'm not doing any, not doing red potatoes, just basic russet potatoes, nothing crazy. I'm gonna cut these guys up a little bit, just enough to kind of throw them in the oil there. I'm just doing 2 potatoes. It's only me eating, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna cook enough food for 7 people and box it up for later. Some people do that and prep food for the whole week. I'm not that kind of person. I like my food fresh. So, and I don't mind cooking a little bit each time. I kind of enjoy it. Excuse me. So 2 potatoes should be plenty enough for me to eat. And I have some sirloin tender steak here. We're going to do 2 of them tonight. And I'll save the other 2 in the freezer for another day. I'm not going to cook all 4 of them. I don't want to eat them all. I want to enjoy them again later on. They're expensive as hell. $12 for that. You believe that? 12 bucks. Oh, man. But steak is probably the last thing we'll put on the stove here because it cooks the fastest. So there's no need to have it sitting, in the frying pan cooking for a long time. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put the rest of this in the freezer. And I'll probably wrap it up with some saran wrap or something later on. I don't want to bore you guys with that. All right. So those are little steaks. Nice little steaks, right? Good deal. This is a live feed. This isn't some pre-programmed or recorded loop video that some people like to put on the internet. I'm actually doing this live. Ask me questions. I'll be happy to answer them. I'm going to do some field peas and snaps. I'm going to add a few extra things to it. Yeah, so we're going to do that as well. Let's get our onion out for that. Where's my onion? Do-do-do-do-do. We're going to dice up this onion here a little bit. If it's too far away, let me know. I'll be happy to move the camera closer, but I think that position allows you to see everything that's going on without having to move the camera 20 times. Anyway, all right. So we're going to slice this guy right in half, just like that. And peel off some of this extra stuff. I like the red onions better than the sweet onions. I just think they have better flavor. And they don't make your eyes burn as much either. So there's always that too, right? And be crying while you're cooking and stuff. Air circulation helps me from having to worry about that. So yeah. We need a bowl to hold all this mess in. Let me get a bowl here. A little garbage bowl there. Right? So what do you guys had for dinner tonight? Anybody eating already? So if you take your onion and cut it like this, like I'm doing here, and I'm not cutting all the way through the onion, as far as like going all the way through the back of it, for the most part anyway. But if you slice it like this, and you come back like this, it comes off in little bitty pieces because of the way the layers of the onion. So you don't have to sit here and dice the onion all day long. If you cut it that way, it's already diced. Except for the last pieces there. So that's a little trick. As you can see there, they're all just already diced. If you cut it the right way, it'll just fall apart for you, and you don't have to sit there and keep chopping for hours on end. What do you think about that? Not too shabby, huh? So what I'll do is I'm going to put a portion of this onion, not all of it, inside here. Get those caramelized a little bit. Then I'll put the snaps and beans on top of it, mix all that together. And yeah, if I put the onions in the same time as the snaps and peas, then the onions will be crunchy, and I want them a little bit caramelized. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Looks like our pan of oil is hot enough, so we're going to go ahead and get our potatoes in there. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm sure there's 100 million different ways to do this better than I'm doing it, but you tuned in to see me do it, so here we are. We'll get you a look over there for a minute. See? Bring it down a little bit. You guys can see on the pan a little bit better. There we go. Dropped a couple, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. Get in there, you little bastard. All right. So those guys will simmer for a while. I made a big mess, but that's okay. That means you're having fun if you make a mess, right? That should be plenty of onions for that. And while I've got this out and those potatoes are cooking, we'll turn that down a little bit. There we go. I'll go ahead and slice this onion. So again, we chop that off. Chop that off. A little trash bowl there. Peel off a layer. So if I slice the onion like this all the way across, but not all the way through, and I chop it down like this, it's going to be automatically diced. I saw that on, guess what? YouTube. An actual chef demonstrated that on a YouTube channel. I was like, you know what? That's pretty damn nifty. Yeah, that oil's pretty damn hot. Turn that down a little bit. But I can go ahead and get this onion chopped up, and I'll put that in a dish, throw it back in the fridge, and it'll all be ready for me to use next time. I'll have already diced onions to cook on next time. They just fall apart in little pieces. Neat little trick. I like it a lot. So let's get me a little something to put that onion in. As you can see, I'm also prepared with this stuff, you know. Man, this dish may not, this container may not be big enough. Nope. That was a larger onion. I haven't used this. This container is just not going to be big enough. We might cram them in there. It'll be all right. Yep, I'm getting the old teary eye from the onion now. All right, that takes care of that. We can squish it down a little bit. It'll just fit. There you go. I got diced onions for the next time. Ta-da! Woo! My eyes are burning. but that'll be all right. Like I said, the steak will be the last thing we put on the stove, but we can get it seasoned up here in a second. Oh yeah, cleaned up my mess. Super quick and easy. It's convenient for me to just have the stuff there so that I can, you know, let's get this turn around a little bit again. Hey, Abnorm, we're cooking, my friend. We're cooking steak, potatoes, and beans and snaps. Put a little onion in there for caramelization. Yeah, let's see. Let's check that out. Yep, get them all nice and softened up there. Add a little flavor to my peas and snaps. Yep. I might, if you guys like this, like to watch me cook, I might do this once a week. I'm not going to do this all the time. But yeah, I'll do it once a week. That takes care of that guy. Rinse that out, recycle it, do the right thing, right? What do you think, guys? Now, I'm going to put a little something in there, get a little more flavor. And that's going to be some Louisiana hot sauce. Not much. I'm not trying to make it hot. I just want to give it a little extra flavor. And let that kind of simmer with the peas and snaps. And that'll work out really well, I think. There you go. Now, I will use a little bit of olive oil for the steak, but I'm going to add a little butter to it too because I want to have some good flavor with the steak. And all we're going to put on it is salt and pepper. That's it. I'm not going to add anything else. A good steak, you don't need to put a bunch of stuff on it. There you go. So, again, this is my first time cooking in this house. Brand new pots and pans, brand new cup. Everything's brand new because I had nothing. And that's my own fault. I'm not blaming anybody. But, yeah. So, everything's brand new. And this is my first time cooking in the house. I kind of need an apron because this grease is going to splatter all over me. See that? All right, we're doing good. That's still pretty damn hot. It's popping and snap, crackle, popping everywhere. Making a big mess. We'll turn that down, let it simmer for a second. Check the comments here and see what's going on. I put another WTF News video about 20 minutes ago on here, so I'm like throwing all kinds of stuff onto YouTube today. The WTF News story is about the rapper in Detroit who's extremely overweight. Just gonna say it, she's really big, and she tried to get a ride on a Lyft, and the driver is like, "You're not getting in my car," and now she's doing like a lawsuit. So, you know me, I want to do my WTF News spoof of that, and that's on there as well. So if you want to break away, watch that later, or wait till the end and watch that, that'd be great. That'll be great. All right, so like I said, we're just going to do some salt and pepper. Real simple stuff for the steak. There we go. Get both sides seasoned up here a little bit. Oh, that takes care of that guy. There's a guy that does YouTube videos called You Suck at Cooking. It's hilarious. The guy knows how to cook, but he makes fun of other people that don't. And his little videos are short and just hilarious. But one of the things he does, he always says pepper, pepper, pepper when he's grinding pepper on his food. So, You Suck at Cooking. He came out with a cookbook and everything, and some of his recipes were really nice. Yeah. So yeah, You Suck at Cooking. We'll sweep that up later. It's okay to make a mess. It means you're doing it right. If you're too clean and tidy, then you probably weren't having a good time cooking. So we got to really turn that down. That stuff got super hot. I've never cooked on this stove, so I don't know how hot it gets and all that other good stuff. I did splash grease all over this thing. But, you know, what are you going to do? All right. So these things are starting to simmer a little bit. That's good. I got to learn that where I was before had a gas range. and it heated up really fast. Really good, even cooking. This has got your electric eyes. It is what it is. Well, I mean, we're managing, but yeah, the gas range was really nice to have. I may at some point upgrade to a gas range. I don't know. I mean, it's just going to be me cooking, and this will be just fine. It works. It works. Those are going to look good. What do you think, guys? How does that look? Can't really see it unless I do that, right? Beep, beep. There's the light. Those will simmer up just nice. And we're going to try to not burn ourselves with these potatoes again. Use it as a shield. I put too much oil in there. Normally I just have like a real thin layer of oil, but it got away from me and I was like, you know, whatever. That's coming up quick. These potatoes are cooking fast. This is going to be good in a minute. So let's get this fired up. And we want to sear it on both sides really nice. I like my steak medium. Some people want it just bloody off the cow. I don't know. I'm not that kind of person. I like medium. And, you know, some people will cuss you and hunt you down if you cook it all the way well and burn it. I'm not going to burn it. If I burn it, it's definitely not on purpose. So, a little pat of butter in there with that olive oil mixed together. And that'll give some nice flavor. And we will spoon that over the top once it gets seared. A little trick I saw waiting tables when I used to watch the cooks do their stuff. I was waiting for my food to take out to the table to serve. I would watch the chefs. And they move so fast. You know, they're professionals. And they just knock the stuff out so damn fast. It's mind-blowing. And then, you know, so I don't get too upset if my food takes a while to show up. But, oh, Tracy's here. You can never have enough pepper. Hey, Tracy, thanks for joining us. As you can see, we're having a little dinner here. Tracy introduced me to a TV show called Roadkill on Discovery Plus. It's a really cool show. It's just like a 20-minute episode. Each episode, there's 13 seasons. She's told me, you know, check this one out and that one. Anyway, it's a pretty cool. A couple of guys grab some beater cars. They try to do stuff with them, try to race them and off-road them and all this other junk. So if you like cars, if you're kind of a gearhead in a way, it's a fun show to watch. It is a fun show to watch. I have got to get these potatoes turned down. It's going to burn the hell out of me. All right. That is not hot enough yet because I do want to sear them. Again, I put a little too much olive oil in there, but it'll be okay. These things are bubbling, so we got to turn them down. Nice. Here's my plate. Get myself a fork. I got these brand new Ginsu knives. Bing! So, brand new and all shiny. Nice little chopping block it came with and everything. Yeah. I think it's hot enough. It's not hot enough yet. I want it to sear on both sides. It's not hot enough. I don't want it to slow cook. I want to give that good sear on both sides, you know. What is this? Sounds like a good Junkyard Wars. Yeah, it's kind of like Junkyard Wars. I remember watching that show. I remember watching Junkyard Wars. That was fun to watch. These two guys are, you know, mechanics, gearheads, whatever you want to call them, and they just have fun finding, you know, budget old cars and stuff like that. Yeah. I really got to flip these potatoes. Let's say I'm so damn hot. I'm ill prepared. I still need more utensils, and I don't have them. So I'm going to get there. I just want to get these browned on both sides, and I need to be able to flip them over. There we go. A little tedious, but we'll get it there. Yep. Tracy's new to the channel. So you guys welcome Tracy. She works in the medical field, has some wild and crazy stories. Pretty cool. You know, so we'll all welcome you on board. You're part of the family now, Tracy. There's no way to get out of it. It's like that bad uncle that you never can disown. Yeah, it's kind of like what we are. Except we're not the drunk uncle making, you know, uncomfortable remarks. Come here, little kid. When you turn 18 again? I don't know. I never had an uncle like that, but you see the stereotypical uncle on TV, you know, or the comedy shows, they talk about it. But, yeah. Anyway, these guys are going to turn out great. Kind of like hash browns in a way. Like I said, I'm not an expert chef. I'm just throwing something together. And I'm bringing you guys along. Yeah, those are going to look good. Nice and browned up. So around, I guess, 3 on the knob is a good number to have for these guys. I had it on like 6, and it was just splattering grease all over the place. So, and yeah, we're learning. We're learning as we go. I'm not going to cover those up. They're not, you know, spitting everywhere anymore. So we'll just leave that like it is. Move this guy over here for now. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you guys tell me? I can't hear you. That is blazing hot now. We're definitely going to get her sear on with the steaks this time. Look at that, I burned it. You're like, we tried to tell you, but you couldn't hear us. I am making a mess. Oh. Junkyard Wars, yeah. All right. Like I said, I just want to sear it on both sides. I can tell on the side that it's cooking pretty good by the edges. And then we'll flip it and we'll do the toss the oil over the top kind of trick thing. These guys are just, we're turning that off. These things are boiling almost. Now these are too cold. You know, with gas, you can just change the heat like that. Electric, you gotta wait. But anywho, yeah, I got a whole shopping cart of groceries, and I spent way too damn much. It just seemed like I was spending a whole damn paycheck on just getting stuff in the house to live off of. I mean, I got stuff that I can eat for a couple of weeks probably because it's just me, but you know, getting just the basics, and kind of stock in the pantry and stock in the fridge. And I got a little spice rack going on here with some basic stuff too. You know, we'll use this stuff in other dishes. All right, calm down. Yep, a little too much on that one. You guys don't judge me now, okay? I won't leave it on the other side as long because I've left it on there too long. I got to learn this stuff. There we go. What do you guys think? I did it a little too long, didn't I? It'll be right. It'll be okay. Just get it enough to where there we go. I'm going to turn that off. Residual heat will keep cooking it. Yeah, I need some more utensils. I just got the basics. I need something to be able to scoop those potatoes out. I'll have to stab them with a fork. Yeah, Oh, what was the joke? The little old lady can carry $100 worth of groceries with one hand now. And it's just, yeah, because you only got one bag. We got steak. We got potatoes. We got peas and snaps and onions mixed together here with a little extra seasoning. Salt and pepper only on this guy. They are done. I'm pulling it off because I don't want them burnt. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Got some sirloin steak. Little pieces there. So that's done with that. And then this guy here. You look good. I don't have I don't have what I needed. What I need to get the stuff on these plates. I need more utensils. I don't want plastic stuff though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a bunch of plastic pieces. I'd rather have wood or steel or something like that. This is bamboo, but it gets the job done. Yeah, there. Now put a little Louisiana hot sauce in there for seasoning and flavor. That's going to turn out great. Turn that off. And now take 20 minutes to get these potatoes out of there. Yep. It's nice to have the right tool for the job, you know? I was just going to do one potato. I probably could have gotten away with just one potato. But I did two. And I can save them and warm them up, you know, tomorrow or whatever. And when I cook the steaks, if I decide to have steak again tomorrow, which I can, right? Which I can. How's that look, guys? What do you think? Not too shabby. Not too shabby for a guy who makes corny videos on YouTube. What do you think? Not too shabby. Get a little pepper, pepper, pepper. What do you guys think? Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. Let's cut into the steak and see how well I did. Now, Tracy had said cook it rare, but like I said, I like to have it medium. Not too bad. Look at that. It's got a little pink in the middle. You can't really see it. I don't have good lighting. But, that tastes great. I have table and chairs, but I'm going to stand up and eat for you guys. Let's check out these peas and snaps with a little onion in there. The onion's nice and soft. Those are great. Those are really great. Check that out. I know, first meal in the new house. Look at that. Everything's piping hot, which is good, right? Yep, just a little basic meal. It wasn't hard to do. I did let my oil get a little too hot, and it kind of cooked the one side a little too much. But like I said, I'm learning this stove and the heat settings on it. Oh. That is just delish. Well, guys, there you go. You can cook. It's not hard. It's not hard. You have the internet. I mean, you know, just I learned a lot by watching people cook in restaurants when I was waiting tables. And like I said, those guys would just knock it out so fast and so efficient. They're professionals. They made it look easy. So all this took 30 minutes. I didn't pre-chop or open or do anything before I started. But there you go. Steak, potatoes, and peas. Real simple meal. You guys can do it too. I think that's pretty good. All right, so that's it. I'm going to go sit down and eat. Thanks for joining me on my first episode of Cook with Malcolm. Real simple meal. Nothing complicated. I have a bunch of other videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, like, subscribe, share. I have a new video called WTF News #Lift. You might want to check that out. Pretty funny stuff. And I do a morning podcast Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time called Coffee with Malcolm. So I have some regulars on here like Ad Norm and things like that. And Terry, good stuff. But I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great night. If you want to join me tomorrow, I'll see you then. Bye, guys. Good.